Good evening, chaps, and welcome, commanders. It's time for our next piece of intel on what those Jerrys are throwing at us. I've actually picked up this R75. Now, I didn't know what this was called at all. I just remember this from all those World War II movies. Tell me that I'm wrong. I do apologise for being so ignorant. I'm sure you out there knew all about this already. But this is that motorcycle and sidecar you used to see in all of those films. And BMW apparently. R75 is its designation. There were other R's as well. As explained on the back of this Rubicon box. There we go, we've got a little bit of history. I won't read it all out here, you can look at it yourself, but it is interesting, and I really do love model boxes that give me a little bit of knowledge that I can come away with. It teaches me something that I didn't know before, and I certainly didn't know that this BMW made machine, the sidecar, the little axle there for the sidecar wheel, is linked to the axle of the motorcycle itself. So this is a three-wheel drive machine, not four-wheel. How could it be? No, three-wheel drive. So it had quite good terrain covering ability. I think that's rather clever. So there we go. Decals on the back, transfers on the back as well. So let's have a look inside, shall we? Marvellous and exciting stuff. So let's have a look inside. It's not packed on the outside with wrapping or anything like that, the Rubicon boxes that I've seen so far, as the innards are where the protection lies. Multiple bits there, brilliant. Keep that box for later. Inside we've got 3 bags, 2 little ones, 1 big one, and we have, there we go, transfers, decals, wonderful, and of course for Rubicon Models, great instructions as well. A very kind gift from Rubicon this as well, so thank you very much for that. And this is going to go great with my Konflikt 47 German army in development at the moment. It's going to be a great way of getting a machine gun on the field, I think, and get a bit of recce in there, if indeed that's what these were used for. So that's something. What should we do? Should we go for the big packet first? I think we shall. Now, experts, as the Germans have proved themselves in defence, it's going to be hard to get into this bastion of plastic, isn't it? So I must call upon Caliburn. Oh yes, the sword to bring justice to a continent in dark times. Yes, indeedy. In we go. Oh, have we done it? Yes, we have done it. Slide it out there, nice and easy. Crinkly bits of cellophane there. Get rid of that environmentally and carefully. We are immediately met by lots of bits. This is going to be a relatively small model, mighty and wonderful, but relatively small, and a lot of components. It looks like we don't have a central bike, as it were, to build on. We do have in the centre there part of the rear of the bike, the rear wheel. Marvellous. And then we've got 2 wheels there, one obviously the front, one's going to be the side on the sidecar. That looks to be there. That could be maybe what the sidecar is, like a skeleton that the sidecar rests on, perhaps. Those 2 big parts in the centre there, look like the body of the sidecar itself. So essentially we've got the rear of the bike, the sidecar there, wheels, and then everything, I imagine, will be built onto that. So there may be stowage on here, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess as well that we have that wheel there looks like it belongs to the sidecar itself. So I'm thinking the front wheel's going to go in there. I think there's a fork on this that you have to put on the bike as well. It's going to be a challenge for me. It's going to be well worth it. However, and then this long thing here, judging by the holes drilled in there or cast in there, that looks like your machine gun, because that looks like the cooling shroud around an MG42. Again, if I've got the wrong design of machine gun there, please feel free to tell me in the comments. You can even tell me if I'm right as well, where though that might be. So brilliant, that's the main sprue. So let's have a look at the next one. Again, we will require calipers to deliver us into the plastic. There we go. Delicately done. With nuance. Let's get rid of that bit of crinkly paper as well. Marvellous. And it's crew. The crew, very shiny actually, these crew. Very shiny indeed. Holding the handlebars there. Well, the handlebars are there and that's what they will hold. Great stuff. So both of you crew there, it looks like. Super. And we've got one final bag as well. And again, always, it's coming out a lot today. Do you have to draw it from the stone? The stone doesn't wear out, do you? You may join me in the hope that the stone is not eroded by all of this use as Caliburn is drawn from it into the last of the 3 bags. Is it crew or something else? I don't know. I mean, alternative crew. Let's see. It does seem to be additional crew, but there's an additional machine gun there too. Rubicon really good at doing alternatives in their set, so this could just be an alternative way of doing your crew. I notice here, over there, we've got 2 types of hats. You've got a helmet and a soft hat, like I would see the Africa Corps wearing, or something like that. I'm not saying it's Africa Corps by any means. You out there will be far more knowledgeable and expert than I am. But nonetheless, there seems to be options in the headgear there. There's a rifle there as well. A kind of classic car rifle there. Is that the type of thing? And there's another machine gun as well. So I don't know if it's a completely new crew. There seems to be one person modelled there and other accoutrements. So there we go. Those are the 3 sprues. Shall we have a go at putting it together? I think we should. Making progress. Now on the instructions I could put a set of handlebars on now, but also I notice on the sprues there are some people holding handlebars like so. So I think I'm going to wait because I think I have the option of putting the handlebars on when the rider mounts the cycle, so I think I'll do that. I think I've worked it out actually from looking at the instructions. So I haven't worked it out, I've just been told by the instructions, I guess. The reason that there are 2 sets of 3 riders is that there were often pillion riders on the back of the motorcycle as well as the passenger in the sidecar, so you'd have 3 people on the kit itself. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I had 3 people on there, but I might do, yes. So we'll see how that pans out, shall we? Doing well, making progress, actually having a bit of fun. It's a cute little kit, this, I've got to say. We've done the bike itself, or most of the bike itself, which is brilliant. Most of the sidecars put together, that's looking pretty stonking too. We've got the MG42 assembly done as well. I hope it's an MG42. And we could glue that on now, but I'm thinking it's probably best to put the gentleman inside first. I see. Now let me have a look here. We did the machine gun separately, but I think that's if it's uncrewed. Yeah, the crewed machine gun is there. So if you want your soldier sitting in the sidecar with the machine gun sticking out, there's actually that on the sprue. So I won't need that machine gun now, but I'm sure it will go to good use and it'll end up on some other model, I'm absolutely sure. Well, there's a bit of my history come back to visit. I do say I've put a very basic paint job onto this, and I know you out there, artists and artisans, are a lot better than I could ever achieve, and still, I think the model speaks for itself. It does look impressive. I think I'm going to keep little pillion Gen on there for the moment. I've not glued him on yet. I've not made my mind up completely. He might stay on just for the moment. Really does remind me of those old days, watching World War II movies as I grow up. So there we are. There's my R75 motorcycle with its very cunningly designed sidecar. And remember, if you are hunkered down in your roadblock or position, and this comes motoring towards you, do keep your head down, because that machine gun is a little bit dangerous, I think. Take care, everyone. Bye.